Motor outdoors, here we come. Motor outdoors, here we come.
Hey. Welcome to Border Outdoors Podcast. I'm Mac. We got Tim.
I'm Scott. I'm Scott. Shut up. Fuck you.
If you can make out Tim, it looks like his camera is like dirty. He doesn't have the best connection.
Is it dirty?
But we'll go with it.
Looks like he was over hanging out with Seth.
Maybe because I got a little sunshine in the background.
No. I'm going to start this off because I want to talk about this because it's really pissing me off. How do you guys scope out? It's not anything outdoors related. How do you scope out how to organize your garage?
You see my garage, right?
Because I got so much shit everywhere and I can't do anything. And it's like we keep getting more and more shit. And I just keep getting more frustrated trying to think of where I'm going to put it. And now I'm almost ready to just bring a dumpster in and just get rid of everything.
That's mostly what I do. I just keep getting rid of shit. When I got too much shit, I get rid of shit. But I want to build, like I found plans for this groovy ass fucking like garage shelving thing. And I don't think I'm handy enough to pull it off. But I mean, it's 2x4s and fucking plywood. How hard can it be, right? But then once it starts getting to like rails for sliding doors, and then I'm like, uh-oh. Like that doesn't sound like something I can do. I mean, the short answer is whatever the house came with is okay. And when I run out of room, I throw shit away.
Well, I got like storage, but I think it's the point where I need like a little she shed or a shed in the back for like in town because like to put like. Well, I don't know.
You don't like, call them she shed. You call them bitch barns.
Yeah, well, that's what I need is a bitch barn because I need somewhere to put the snow blower and the lawnmower and all that stuff takes up so much room in the garage. Like even like the the Blackstone and the pellet smoker. Like you're just constantly moving around when you're trying to do something.
I think it's you got a boat.
Well, the boat's not even in the garage. That's the thing. I don't even have the boat in here yet.
Well, but you're in your garage now, right?
Yeah.
So anyone who's listening in their car, when you get to where you're going, by all means, go to YouTube. This will be waiting for you. Usual speech if I did my job, and I may or may not have. You're sitting on a couch.
Well, it's like a...
I can't find room in my garage. And you're on a fucking couch in your garage. I don't know. If you can't find room, why don't you get rid of the couch?
Well, this is the most... Like, I got my truck in here, and the truck's not usually in here, and then her car... and like the freezer, and there's a bunch of like wood and like extra dog kennels, and then like I haven't had the new podcast room done, so like all that stuff's in here, like all them foam things that you gave me for like the walls, and like extra clothes, more baby stuff like car seats and shit like that. Like I have like my topper up on the ceiling with all my ice fishing stuff. I built. I don't know if you can kind of see this. I built storage above this third stall garage door. Like I need to like make this shelf I have bigger, I think.
Well, this is why guys get sheds, you know. I mean, she shed or bitch barn, whatever the fuck. I always thought like Tim's old house. That was like the gold standard. That big pole shed.
Yeah.
That thing was the shit.
Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
From the day I went there, I was like, I want one of these. This is all right. And Paul built one. Brother-in-law Paul. He built a big, and I'm like, God damn it! I gotta have one of these. This is the best thing in the fucking world. You got so much room for activities.
Well, it's like Mitch's house with the wood stove in it.
Yeah, no, that's what's for us is going from a 30x48 pole shed to a 2-stall garage. I had a lot of shit in there, and I got a lot of shit in my garage now, but a lot of my stuff in over at my mom's farm because I don't have the room for a small little, like a 12x24 shed in the backyard. I got my lawnmower and 4-wheeler and shit like that in there, but that's even packed full of stuff. So I don't know. I think the only answer is build another shed and just keep packing more shit in them, I guess. That's what most people do.
It's like people probably don't want to hear me bitch about my garage because like I just don't want to be that guy when you drive through, like, because I live in town And I don't want to be that guy where you drive through the development and there's people that have so much stuff that they can't even park a car in their garage. And I just shake my head and I'm like, I'll never do that. And now I feel like I'm getting to that point, even though I can fit my truck. And
then again, you drive through town too, and you look in some people's garages, they don't have anything. They might have like one shovel, one rake, and that's all they have. I'm like, how do you take care of things? Like the shit I got in my garage, I look at it, I'm like, can I do without it? Normally I have my toolbox, I got a welder, I got my torch, and actually most of that's back at the farm now, and I have a hard time dealing without it here at the house. But I still have a place to go work on that kind of stuff. It's all that kind of shit that I grew up having around on the farm that I feel like I got to pack it into my garage too. So that's why I do have so much stuff. But I just don't see how people can do it with just very minimal amount of things in their garage.
Well, and Kent, you're relatively, no offense, young. You're a relatively new homeowner in all this. I've had this year will be 20 years since I bought first house, and one of the joys of buying a house is every time your wife says, "Hey, I need you to do this," you go to Home Depot and buy shit to do it, and so your fucking pegboard looks fabulous after a while because you got all sorts of what's it and who's it's and shit everywhere. It's just fucking fabulous. But you need a good spot to put that. Now, you've got a 3-car garage. So you my first house had a 1.5-car garage.
Yeah.
And I built a shed in the back.
And
a tiny one.
I've like planned it out. Like the shelving is built out of 1-bys and it's like leaning like this in a couple spots. So I asked Matt and Mitch and they're going to come help. But we're going to rip it all down, build it 2x4s. I want to bring it down a foot and out a foot. And then like the garage, it's not very like Scott, your garage is deeper than mine. Like you have a pretty deep garage at your house. Where
it's pretty big,
I don't want anything on the back wall because I want to try to keep like I need to figure out if I can get the boat in the third stall and like keep it there all the time and still get the truck in here. So like I need to build the big thing is I don't have a workbench. So I need to build a workbench and put all my tools and everything there. And like with working on the basement, there's tools. And that's the one thing I hate too is there's tools in the basement. There's tools in the garage. So when you go to look for something, you're walking like 3 different places trying to remember where you put it. And it's just not like people want to hear me bitch about my garage, but
and people who don't know you, this won't make any sense anyway, but your garage isn't that deep, but you've got plenty of yard behind it before it starts to go down. Yeah. Why don't you just build a workshop off the back? Like seriously,
it's in the
just
city.
Go get
I don't think you can do that. I don't know what the city ordinance are, and
you just need a building permit. You'll be all right.
Yeah, and like $40,000.
Yeah,
add on to the back.
Well, see, so what you do is you drive around in the summer and you look for neighborhoods that are under construction,
and
you just go.
That's called midnight yards.
Well, that's what I think. Like doing a concrete slab in the back, and I think I can do a 10x20 shed in the back. Well, a 10x20 shed in the back, that'd be perfect for the lawnmower or like even like my hunting stuff, like tree stands, ice fishing, like all that can go like in that. And then there's pretty much nothing in this garage besides kids stuff.
So well, it does raise a good point though, because with so many, outdoorsmen, whatever around, this is a good idea for a business, and one of our listeners should do it. Just like buy a storage facility, but instead of renting out storage, just keep like all this hunting and fishing and boats and shit, and just let people come rent it. And
that's what a lot of people do.
A ton of people don't go hunting on the same day. So if you've got your shit in the central location and you're not going, well, fuck it. Seth could go grab the shit and go fucking hunting. And if you're not going out on the boat, maybe Tim will take the boat out and I will come over and I'll take that fucking ice castle for a week or a month.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is you let anybody use anything and it breaks, then who's got to fix it? That's the hard thing.
The problem.
You need to sign like a waiver saying if anything is broken, that you have to replace it.
Or you let enough things get broken, you have the whole place insured, burn it to the ground, and you all get new shit.
It sounds like only my stuff, though.
That's a
Well,
foolproof
yeah, I'm
plan
not
right
keeping
there.
anything in there. My garage is just fine. I got all the room in the world. I don't know what your fucking problem is. All your
Yeah.
shit's gonna go in there, and
Well, no, I was
Yeah,
just I was bitching because I got Mariah a couple Black Hill spruce trees, so I planted those tonight, and then I got her. My dad actually, I didn't get her. My dad got her rose bushes. So of course, where does she want them planted? Right next to where the power and the gas and all the utilities go into the house.
oh,
So
you're gonna be popular.
that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it tonight because I may be dead.
Yeah, I think some guy's gonna come check your power, and he's gonna piss on your siding.
Well, they're just rose bushes, so like you can literally clip them off.
Yeah, it's just
It's not that big.
somebody. Actually, I'm pretty sure that my folks did the same thing, though, if memory serves. My mom put in rose bushes, and it was right on the power meter, like basically growing off of it. So
Yeah. But no, that's all I got. I need you to come to Minnesota some weekend, and then you can help me design the garage. I'm gonna put you to work. And you can come help me.
I was gonna put
Order
in.
weekend, and we come just organize my garage and build shelves.
We'll talk
I got
about
a-
like
I got a
quarter
heater.
weekend. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna be having so much fun, and then we all get there, and you're like, "Good, now build me some shelves." What?
Yeah.
I'm sick. I gotta go home. I was actually trying to come up with, because you brought up the snowblower, and that's the tough one. Because it's like, well, I just want to build a platform that I can put it on and then lift it up, and that's where I'll put the lawnmower in the winter. But it's fucking heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even if like a crank is fine or hydraulics would be great, but it's not like I can just lift it up onto a shelf.
Yeah.
And so that was the tough one, was coming up with that stuff. Boats and shit, I don't know what to tell you. Hunting shit and whatnot. I have bins. We have a storage room in the basement that is 12 by maybe 20. And it's got three big storage racks plus a freezer. And one of the big storage racks is basically there's 2 shelves of Boundary Waters shit. You want to talk about a waste of fucking space? I go to the Boundary Waters once every few years, and I have prime real estate in the basement taken up for all this Boundary Waters shit. So, whatever. And then I got one little bin of hunting shit because I don't do that very often.
It's not the cold. It's the stands. The tree stands is what takes up like the hanger and the ladder stand. That and like ground blinds. That's what takes up a lot of the room. Because like you could take the whole ladder stand apart, but then it goes up and then it's like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, where am I gonna? You can't hang it up. I need to do a timber. It's when they reside the house above the garage, put plywood down so I can just put shit up there.
You know how this is a Minnesota thing, and somebody who isn't from Minnesota notices is every time you go through these Minnesota neighborhoods, they all built these same houses that have the low deck and then the upper deck, like the deck doors, and like these houses all seem to have this, and then one of every 5 actually built the deck, so you just have these 2 deck doors on the back of houses as you drive by. There's your deer stand right there, going up to that upper deck door. It's perfect. It's like it was made for it.
Mine's on the other side of the house. I got the walkout, but then I have our deck is on the other side of the house. So, but dude, there's so many home projects that she wants done, and I'm just like, maybe 10 years we'll get it all done.
Again, people don't want to hear this and blah blah blah. I was driving home the other day, and I've noticed like my neighborhood is going to shit, like fucking white trashville. People don't take care of their damn yards. There's dandelions and weeds, and it's just awful. And then like the neighbor lady's got a fucking boat just in the grass in her yard, and there's like a guy down the street that just parked his fucking car in the yard. I'm like, it's turning into the ghetto. And
that's what I call where I live. I said it's the ghetto of Buffalo because my block is pretty good, everywhere around, no one mows their grass. It's like nobody mows their fucking grass.
Drives me just. It's just fucking
Mhm.
nasty. Like I got a camera here. I should walk around. Fucking lawn looks beautiful. Everything's perfect out here. Love it. It's great. So I mentioned to the wife that next year, last kid, Alex, he gets out of high school. I'm like, yeah, next year we're putting the house up and we're moving out in the country. I want minimum 10 acres and I'd be fine.
Yeah,
Um,
minimum 10 acres.
20 would be better.
It's never enough.
No.
Minimum 10 and then just downsize the house, and I want a big fucking shed, and that's it. That's the way it's going to be, and that's it. And I think she humored me on it a bit. Let me believe that it's possible, but see, that's the thing is if you lived outside of town, you wouldn't have these problems.
I literally told Mariah today, like, even like we have dirt and flower pots from when I planted. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the dirt? Like, I'm like, we need to live in the country. So like my plan is in 10 years to sell the house and move into the country, like get the house all nice, get it redone, and then just move out into the country and start over.
Paying them city prices. Get out in the country. Get out and breathe that air. Just where's your stand go? Against a tree over there where you hunt when you just fucking walk out there and shoot shit right in your own fucking yard.
Then you don't have to start that way.
Yep.
Win-win situation.
Now, where's the boat? Docked right down there on your beachfront property.
Yeah.
See, you guys got all them lakes. You could probably find one.
Yeah, we got 10,000, over 10,000.
Yeah, but one of them is called Mac Lake. calling your name.
Just a prime walleye lake.
How crazy would that be?
Maybe if I win the lottery, we'll all live in our own 100-acre plot around the lake. Then we can just take side by sides.
Well, that would be great. And then we'd have that storage unit full of fucking hunting shit. And we'd burn it down every couple of years and get new stuff.
We should do a podcast on that. What if we won the lottery?
Well, do it now. What if you won the lottery? What would you buy?
I would buy as much land as possible in Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, probably not California, Colorado. I'd probably blow all of it on land.
It'd have to be one hell of a lottery you won, because land goes.
Well,
quick.
yeah, like the big one where it's like $1 billion, and then I'd live off of I'd make it so I could live off I'd have like $100,000 rolling in every year, just live off of that.
Yeah. No, land is the smartest thing too. What about you, Tim? You win the lottery? What are you buying? Land's already taken. All the land's gone. So now you got to pay rent.
All the land's gone. Oh shit! If all land's gone, and I don't know what I'll be buying then.
Well, land's not gone. I think land is the obvious first answer. Land, property.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the obvious. Check one on everybody's list. What's the second item?
Well, I think for us, actually, I guess it's still considered land, but it'd be like multiple properties. Live somewhere different, about every 4 months out of the year.
Yeah, that's true. You got $1 billion. You could buy an island. With $1 billion, you could buy an island in the middle of the Caribbean and a big fucking yacht to take out to your island, and a plane to take you there from all your land in Minnesota.
I'd have something down in like Arizona or Florida. Probably Arizona. Go down there in the winter. Go golf all the time. I'd probably work more after winning the lottery than I do now. Like, just if you had all that land with like deer stands and stuff, I'd probably work more than food plots, like what homegrown guys do. Just do that all ourselves. Just shoot the deer.
Yeah, the tough thing in all that is because this was funny because another topic came up the other day. I was talking to Chris, the fell off a cliff, Chris, and we wound up down a road talking about, basically your classic zombie apocalypse. What do you do? Oh no, not actual zombies, but the general sense of it, like all humanity has stopped. And it was, which store would you loot? And I'll come back to you on that one. But as far as I mean, land, more land, blah blah blah. Those are the obvious ones. I mean, the $1 billion. The quick answer is anything you fucking want, and you'd be like, "Oh, I'd work more." No, you wouldn't. You'd get a bunch of fucking douchebags to do that work for you.
Probably not though. 'Cause
You ever see the things of Brett Favre just out on his fucking tractor, just tooling around his property? He ain't working. He's just driving his tractor around his property.
Yeah, I'd be so paranoid.
Driving
I'd be so freaking paranoid after winning all that money that I'd be like have more anxiety than anything else about someone coming after me to try to like rob me or like kill me.
So, to Tim's point, with that second property you buy it in a really rich area because those fuckers aren't coming to get you, and there's all sorts of security around there. So,
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Tim's having some technical difficulties.
I don't know what's going on. I moved to a different spot than where we recorded before, and I had no problems. But now tonight, for some reason,
that's better now.
Yeah, it's a lot better now. It's in and out.
Somebody else connected up to your phone playing video games. Those damn kids.
Them damn kids. Probably.
No, that's all I had. I get so frustrated with stuff around the house, and I'm just like, you just see all the stuff you got to do around here.
Well, but I think being outdoorsy just in general, because I know people, like I literally know people who work at my company who are just like younger folks buying their first house, and it's nothing. They got nothing but room because they don't have anything. You guys grew up with decoys and deer stands and all this shit. That shit takes up room. Most people don't have shit.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone's looking at it, Tim, you should try these natural. These vodka seltzers. They're pretty good. We froze.
I don't know. He's moving every so often. Blinking. He's moving and blinking. Kent was just like, Tim, you should try these. And you were just like,
he's still doing it.
Well, what are you buying now? Now that this is probably gives away a little bit as to when it was recorded, but no more Anheuser-Busch products. I don't know anybody buying this shit anymore. And not to go all politics on anything, but is that your beer choice? The neutral now, the whatever?
No.
Or you?
Mariah's drinking those, so I drink them too. Otherwise, I've been doing the Voodoo Rangers, the IPA pack, and then watch myself every once in a while. I have the natural or White Claws or whatever.
Bitch fizz.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, I
go ahead.
I had so much like Mick Ultra and Busch Light. I had so much of it that I've just been eating brats to get everything out of the house and then just getting back to Spotted Cow and everything. And for the most part, it's not even because I'm like super mad about the whole like Bud Light's like, no, we're a trans beer, and if you drink it, you're trans, and people who aren't trans are assholes. Fuck off. I don't even care about that. I just don't want to have company over and have to explain why I have it. Like most people I know would come over and I'd be like, so can I get you a Budweiser? No, and actually we're going to take our coats. We're heading out. So I was just like, I got to get this shit out of the house. So I started getting other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care too much, but I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. So I like trying other stuff anyways. Like I had Busch Light for a long time, but then I think it's just time to switch in general.
Yeah.
And then we had those Voodoo Rangers at Homegrown, and I was like, these are freaking good. And no one else drinks them, so I know someone ain't going to come drink all my beer.
Well, this is a great time for Tim to finish up another round of beers so that we got something new to drink, because all the old shit doesn't taste good anymore. I've just gone to mixers. I've been drinking scotch. Basically all I'm drinking scotch. Although we found, Margaret and I were at the store the other day, and they make like Simply Orange or whatever, like Simply Orange Juice, and like the Simply company, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They make like Simply Margarita Mix or whatever, that's just like lime juice and shit. And so I was like the what? No
No
way,
way.
for
Dude,
fuck's sake.
I literally did that. I literally did that because I had 2 buckets on top of each other and I couldn't get them off. And I looked at Mariah and I said, "Look up the No Way guy on TikTok." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I can't get these fucking buckets apart." She's like, "You need an air compressor." And I was like, "Fucking A, for fuck's sake, I don't have an air compressor."
No
And like,
way.
I'll go
Fuck's
on
sake.
I'll go on a tangent where I'll sit in bed and watch those, and that's all Mariah will hear is, "What? No way, for fuck's sakes."
That's basically how it was. And she had just been watching them because she's more Margaret's more of the watch the videos and shit. And then she'll always be like, "Watch this, this is funny." And I don't know, half the time it's funny. And that was one where she's like, "Watch this guy, it's funny." And then we're at the store and she's like, "Hey, look at this, the whatever Simply Orange Juice people, whatever, make like margarita mix." What? No
No
way.
way.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And I got some and I take it home. And I honestly, I should have made it just to like pay homage to him or whatever. But I brought it home, threw some ice in, threw, I don't know, shot of tequila or maybe 2 shots of tequila in there, poured that shit up, threw a shot of Grand Marnier on the top. It was fucking delicious. Like it was good. Like it was perfect.
Yeah.
What's the What No Way guy? He did that whole deal with the was it Jack Dan? Was it no Captain Morgan and Bush Light?
Yeah, that's
Mix them
supposed to taste like
50-50?
chocolate milk.
Yeah, I tried it. The first one did not taste like chocolate milk, but I think about the 8th one did though. So after, it started to taste like a little while later, but yeah. Like no way.
What? No way.
He does some though where I watch him. I'm like, I thought everybody knew that. Like I watched one the other day. And I'm like, well, that ain't new. It was something with like the it was zip ties where you cut a hole in the side of the bag and then you can pull them out one by one without having the bag open up. And I'm like, well, duh. Like
no shit.
I noticed a lot of them because after Margaret showed it to me or whatever, and then of course I'm walking around for 3 days talking like that, and then all of a sudden they start coming up. I can't log on to social media now without seeing it. There's a lot of them that are like, well, yeah.
Well, and I don't know who did it first, but there's another guy that does something similar to it, and he bugs the hell out of me. He's the guy where he's like, "You've been telling me I've been doing this for 40 years. No way."
Yeah,
and then he goes, and I'm like,
no
like you're not even fucking 40 years old.
No, he's not even. His aren't any good. He's not funny. No way, guys.
No, he is well, and you go through phases because for a while there, I was looking forward to the Robert Frank stuff with like on Tuesdays we do arms.
Oh yeah,
because I couldn't wait for that guy. Yeah. If you want to put your meat sauce all over lip gloss, you better be fucking swole. And so I couldn't wait for that guy. And then Margaret there was a Ginger Billy period or whatever, and then was
he's kind of annoying.
This cock guy. Let's look at your cocks or whatever. She fucking loves that cock guy, whatever that guy is. And now it's this guy. And I haven't seen I still see Charlie Barons a lot. I haven't seen the You Betcha guy in forever. I don't even know is he still around?
Yeah, he's still around. But like what makes me funny, like what's hilarious about the No Way guy is anytime he's like, "Oh, let's try that," and he goes to like his workbench with like his like all his tools, and in a drawer he's got like fucking everything in there.
Yeah, he had a can opener the other day.
Yeah,
he had like a steam ripper and all that kind of shit in there. It's like, no, you don't have that in your shit drawer.
He's got like the Oreo thing where you dunk the Oreo in water and then you put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. And all of a sudden he walks over to his bench, he opens the drawer, and there's a thing of fucking Oreos sitting there.
Yeah. No, he had that's one of them I saw yesterday with the Oreo, where you take the Oreo and you dip it in sour cream and it tastes like cheesecake. And I was like, no, you got to do it with the Cheese Whiz like Ken's and I did, where you get the double stuff and the fucking Cheese Whiz on there.
That does work.
It does,
forgot
and that
about
was
that.
good. And then we could have had what was the thing with the ripped asshole thing? I mean, we could have a whole dinner made up of like the cheese, the Oreos with the Cheese Whiz, and then pulled pork and buffalo chicken dip for like the ass ripper or whatever.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
that's
it was.
called.
Yeah, you take the pulled pork and then you put the buffalo chicken dip on top of it.
Yep.
Oh my god, it was.
Oh my
so
God.
good.
Unfucking
So
believable how good
fucking
it was. Like all these little things. See, but like the fuck's sake guy, he actually looks familiar. Like every so often, I'm like, I meet that guy. Like, where's he from? Is he from? He's got to be a Midwestern guy.
He's a mid. I thought it was Montana, but I'm not sure.
He's out east, I think. I think it's actually in like Pennsylvania or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
No way. Yeah, 'cause he's actually a demo derby guy too out there.
Really?
Then you also
We
guys
should,
ever I don't know the name of the guy, but he rolls up his roller sneakers or whatever the hell they call them. You know, the Heelys. He rolls up on there and says cheesy ass pickup line like, "You believe in love at first sight, or should I roll by again?" He's got the mullet cranked up and everything. It's just dumb. Some of them are actually pretty funny, but
I tested out the No Way guy with the boiling water and noodles. Like if you're doing macaroni and cheese, you have it on the burner, and then when it starts to boil, it won't boil over. You just move it over to a little bit, and only half of it.
Oh,
like you'll have it half on the burner, and then only half of it will.
I've done that, and then it actually gets rolling.
Yeah,
he did the thing with the ice cube though. When it starts to boil over, you just throw an ice cube in, and it goes right down.
Oh yeah, because that makes sense. I mean, you're dropping the temperature of it.
Well, yeah,
but I mean that's got to be something else.
You'd think that'd be like a frozen turkey going into hot oil, though. You know, it makes it blow up basically.
Well, and it does work. I remember it works. That when you get the water boiling up, if you put a wooden spoon on the top, it won't boil over.
That does not work.
I've
done that, and it freaking boiled over, and I'm like, this is stupid. Now I got a big mess.
You're doing it wrong, then, because I did that.
Put a wooden spoon on the pot. How else is there to do it? Is there a certain spot?
I know you're fucking doing it wrong. Did you put a wooden spoon on, or you just got like one of these fucking millennial plastic titanium spoons or something?
No, we got wooden spoons.
Well, it worked when I tried it.
You probably turned the heat down too.
Well, I put an ice cube in first, and and moved it over. I actually boiled beer tonight, made some brats, and I had to go get some charcoal. The old fucking Weber's about dead. But I was boiling up some beer tonight. Tim, you ducked away. I was telling him I got to get rid of all the last of the Anheuser-Busch beer in the house. So.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I know my last batch, we'll see how that one turned out. It's going to be a kind of like a lemon shanty kind of deal. So hopefully that one turns out.
I just, I had like at the DU banquets with Wallace, who works for Third Street Brewing. They have the Minnesota Gold. Scott, you've had that a couple times here.
Yeah, that's good. That's delicious.
Well, they have a summer shanty called Sunseeker, and you split the Sunseeker and the Minnesota Gold half and half, and it's really good. Like you get like the lager, but then you're not so citrusy that like you're gonna get a gut ache from the shanty. So I had like 12 of those yesterday.
That sounds delicious.
So like from now on, when I come over to Minnesota, we have like a list of things that we got to pick up, because there's like shit that like there's certain pickles. Gedney or something like that. Pickles that Margaret can only get them in Minnesota. So we got that. There's a potato salad that is the only store one that I'll get that you can get at Cub. Yep, you can only get it at Cub. I can't get it here. So that's on the list. And now I've got, remember the 100th episode when we took Tim's wife day drinking? Whatever that second brewery we went to, where we came home with the oil cans of
that was the one in Annandale. Field Grain. Yeah.
Yep. God damn it, that shandy they had was like the best one I've ever had.
Yeah, that was good.
And I bet you Tim's is going to be even better. But man, that thing was so good.
What was it? It was called front. Was it called front porch swing?
Porch rocker,
Porch
I think
rocker.
it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
I think so.
That shanty
It is.
is good.
Yeah, that is good. And, well, it's summertime. That's, you start looking. That's all winter. You're drinking all those thick, heavy things, and then summertime, finally, you get to have those nice light drinks. So a shandy's the way to go.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was looking at trying to find some lighter beers for my lemon shanty kind of deal that I've just made, and I ended up with a cream ale again, which was made up that same beer that I used for the blueberry beer you guys liked.
mhm.
Yeah,
And
creamy.
they said that they got like a Hefeweizen that's really super light, but it takes 6 months to finish it. I'm like, no, I don't have that kind of patience.
Wow, 6
So-
months. You're gonna need a
Yeah.
shed just for all the fucking beer.
Now we talked about that last time. We made a big mess in the kitchen trying to clean all my shit up.
Well, if she doesn't want a fucking mess, she probably wants to get on that shed.
The funny thing is, we both are in agreement that we need a shed. We just don't have the moolah for it.
Well,
That's the
Second mortgage.
yeah. That's the fish house.
Yeah.
Which, as you can see, I'm not recording inside that fish house either because I still don't have it.
I thought you were supposed to pick it up.
Yeah, we went to go pick it up, and the thing's an absolute disaster.
Oh.
like
Yeah, they said it was all done. They said it was all done, ready to go, and we went and opened the door up, and there's so much sawdust and wood chips and shit everywhere. It just thing is nasty, and there's a bunch of boards that still need to be replaced again, and some putty that they didn't sand down, and some trim that's on fucked up crooked now. So yeah,
Wow.
he tried to make it right for us because I'm like, I just drove up here an hour away from home in my truck. Now I got to drive home empty-handed, burnt up a tank of gas to get up here and back. He goes, well, I'll try to make it up to you. What do you guys need for accessories? So he's going to throw in the on-the-go flagpole mount and a new flagpole, the retractable flagpole deal. So he's going to throw that in for all of our troubles. So
So I guess we need a border flag.
yep, that's what I was going to look into next.
you can get one on the store at borderoutdoors.com. If you click on store, many of those items still have flags available. I took most
Yes,
off. Most are just t-shirts. Stupid me. I should have been wearing one for the video. I started ordering the heavyweight t-shirts, and because I ordered the premium ones last time, and I've still got all of them. I got like 12 of them. I think they might have shrunk a little. I think I'm just swole. Fucking swole. If you want to put your pork rocket up in her shit socket, you better be fucking swole. But they all still fit pretty good. But the heavyweight ones, those are actually really nice shirts. They go buy some. They're great. But if there's any of those that don't have a flag available, any of those designs, let me know. I can turn it on.
There you go.
I can turn it on for any number of things on there. I just turned a lot of it off. The stickers weren't great. I think I turned off, because you can buy posters and tapestries and you can buy like shopping bags. I'm like, nobody's buying a Border Out fucking Doors shopping bag.
I have 6 of them.
So thank you for supporting the show. It was a wise choice, and I very much am backing your purchasing of the shopping bags. And there was masks. Like, I immediately turned those off. We opened that store in the middle of the pandemic, and I was like, fuck that. Those dirty libs want masks. It's not going to say Border. So, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. So, well, maybe we'll cut it there. Nice little chit chat on a random weekday afternoon, and we'll talk to you guys later. The Border Outdoors. I'm back.
I'm Scott.
I'm Tim.
What? I couldn't. You're breaking up. What?
I'm Tim.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for listening to the Border Outdoors podcast. Follow us on Instagram and be sure to join, follow, and share the Border Outdoors Facebook community page. Also, leave us a 5-star rating and review on Spotify, Apple, or whatever podcast hosting site you listen to. Tune in next week, see what we're talking about, and make sure to get out there and make your own memories.
Hunting and fishing, singing and kissing, here we come. grab your guns, grab your lines, and here we come.